Hey, what's up, internet? So I wanted to make the first and only Octatrack versus Digitakt video of all time. No, I'm just playing. But definitely this is going to be the one for 2022. My experience with these boxes are I've had the Digitakt since it came out pretty much. I've used it for a lot of stuff. It was one of the first videos that pieces of gear that I used on this channel, and it definitely, I love the workflow. But there are some limitations, and it's always been like, this should be my main box. But because of the little limitations, it's always made it where I didn't like it. So let's talk about the Digitakt first, since that's the little brother, the new one. We have them sitting right here, so I'll just pull it out. So the Digitakt is super cool. The one knock on the Digitakt versus the Octatrack, at least the MKII, the black version, is a screen. The Digitakt does have the old school Game Boy looking type screen, but some of you guys might really like that type of screen. I actually did like it until I got the new screen, and then I'm like, I don't like how it looks. But that's so very nitpicky. The main things I don't like about the Digitakt is that you cannot slice samples. Yes, you can put like one sample, this sample here, and then like put another trig here and like change the point. But that workflow just never really gelled with me. But yeah, it's definitely possible. I still made plenty of hip hop beats on the Digitakt, but I just really come from an MPC head workflow where you slice samples. And I'm such an NPC head that if you guys ever been on Facebook and see that there's an NPC heads group, I started that. This guy. Yeah, I love NPCs, guys. So that's really what really got me crazy about gear. But after I, been using NPC for 10 years, you definitely want to try something new. When I was trying something new, that's when I got into the Digitakt. And I definitely love the Digitakt. I love the ELEKTRON workflow. I appreciate the 16 pads like this, but I do like the Octatrack, the fact that the pads just could continue. That's pretty cool. Reminds me of like a TR8 or a SP1200 or something. So really cool. I feel like this Digitakt is a lot more easy to get good at or approachable. Like you can get in this and make something the first day. The Octatrack, unless you've been watching mad videos, you've had a friend who showed you how to use the Octatrack 8 years ago, so it's in the back of your mind. Because I was having that. I've had people who showed me Octatracks and they were like, man, you should get on this, and I just wasn't ready at that point. I should have got on them. I should have listened. I'm sorry. You guys tried to get me on, but I did it. So the Digitakt is cool. I haven't used it too much since I got the Octatrack. I've only had the Octatrack for a week, but in that week I've kind of fallen in love. I mean, I still really love my poly-in tracker. That's gonna be one of my #1 babies, of course, because we love poly-in. But this Octatrack is next level, y'all. It's next level. It was so next level that I went and got a clear case. I overpaid for plastic just so I can protect this baby. Mwah. But definitely love the Octatrack. Some of the cons, it's super hard to wrap your head around stuff. Everything has like multiple steps. You have to learn how to use the function key with stuff. But when your mind starts getting past it, you can slice samples like a breeze. It's not as easy as like a MPC because you can see the waveforms a lot easier, but you can still see the waveforms on here. This one reminds me more of a 2500, and I'm pretty sure they came out around the same time, but you definitely can see the waveforms here. The Ranger mode, a little bit crazy to wrap your head around, but after you understand it, it's dope. I just think this thing, what sets this thing apart the most is a crossfader. I started my production and my journey loving this type of stuff. Being a DJ, my homies used to DJ. They used to have me bring the records. If you guys ever been like a record boy, I don't know, or a record girl, you know, where anybody could be a record person. But basically, they would have you bring the records into the club so that you could get in because you were under 21. And that's how you learn. And they would show you like little stuff like, oh, here's how you cue a song, or how you listen back to it and wait for it to drop, and just little stuff. Just little tiny secrets. This is back in the day, early 2000s. But those tiny secrets help make me the producer I am now. So hopefully, you know, this little crossfader will make me even better. I love the form factor of this. I've always thought it was bigger. I don't know why. I guess bigger is better. Bigger. But yeah, I just like the form factor. It does look a little strange. It's not the prettiest device, but when you turn the lights on, it looks cool. It looks cool. So do I feel like you need one or the other? It depends on what you're getting into. If you're good with not being able to chop samples, get the Digitakt. It'll get you perfectly fine. But also keep in mind that the Digitakt does not have sound mode. You have sound mode on the Octatrack. On the Digitakt, people say it sounds better. It is a, what do they say on the top? It is an 8-voice drum, digital drum computer and sampler. So this is a computer. This is a fucking fancy typewriter. And you hear that? Hear that clickiness? 50 million presses. I just did 1,000. I'm 1,000 down. But 50 million, you can just press it. And if a button fall off, hit up ELEKTRON. They'll take care of you. They're pretty cool. I like ELEKTRON. That's another reason why I like ELEKTRON devices. The people who work with them and represent them are all cool. Like, you know, you got people like Mario from ELEKTRON. You got people like Voltage Controller, who was one of the OG influencers on ELEKTRON, to me at least. Because when I first started, I was like putting my Digitakt and Digitone together trying to make hip hop. And who I was looking at? Of course, Voltage Controller. So yeah, shout out to him. He definitely inspired me a lot. But yeah, if you got all the money in the world, buy both. If you don't, and you want to chop samples, and you are a hip-hop producer like myself, and you want to be that futuristic Jay Dilla, Nujabes, Knife Wonder type person, you got to get the Octatrack. It's the only one that could do that sample flipping dope shit that you want to do. But the Digitakt is definitely a good friend. I'm going to explore that next week, where I'm going to put them together. I'm going to Voltron them. I'm going to have them have digital connections and digital sex. And then we're going to see what happens with what kind of babies, and what kind of, maybe if I put an Octatrack and a Digitakt together, I might make a Syntac. No? Oh, okay. Well, we were trying to get custody, so, you know, I can get the Syntac to come to my house. But yeah, that's a quick video I wanted to make. This is the only Octatrack versus Digitakt video on the internet. So if you see other ones, if you see Messy Des, EasyBot, or any of these type of guys, those videos, they don't count. They're not 2022. No, I'm just playing. Those guys are awesome, and I watch their videos every day so I could try to wrap my head around the workflow of the Octatrack, because it is crazy. Like, when you really start getting into it, you're like, what the hell did I just sign up for? But it's a good what the hell. It's like going to the military, which I did. But yeah, that's another story. Anyway, you guys have a blessed one. I'm about to get the family together, go out, have some family time, you know, Hypebeast's dad in it. And yeah, I'm gonna have more videos for you guys. I just wanted to get this one out real quick. Peace. I'm out. I'm just a figment of your imagination. I'm not even here right now.